So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6. On the option left, Richardson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. First down. Play action. Now Richardson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. In motion left goes a tight end. On the handoff, Taylor. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 80 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Richardson to throw. And this one too low.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Running left, Taylor. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. It's so caught right around the 6. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Escaping the pressure. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. These guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. Now Lawrence, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we hit halftime.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. On the counter, Etienne.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Etienne once more. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Gets this quickly to Ingram. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Once more, Etienne.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 133 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Now Lawrence.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And down he'll go at the 25. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll send a tight end in motion right.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
And Richardson completes a quick one out wide.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll try and run. Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 25th touchdown. Tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can.
Touchdown! Christian Kirk from 8 yards out.
And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
Given 4 on the ground there, they're now left with 3rd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and break the clock.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That complete to Downs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Richardson going to change the play here.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
183 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off.
Let's go now.
They run once more with Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor,
34 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Gaines, up and good. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So here now, Lawrence and the Jaguars down by 10. A little under a minute 50 remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Throwing now, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Running left, Taylor. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Richardson.
Touchdown, Colts!
Will Mallory
From 19 yards away.
And the Colts are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Lawrence.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000s. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
On play action, Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my part, see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows. Gotta get it all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. V-face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I can tell her it's not that. But he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic. These beats get wrapped like Futamaki, that's a sushi roll. I'm a young CEO, gotta do as you're told. Gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggle and clap, jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. I'll stick. But he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, not about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1